YouTube? BlackMaleASMR here. Today I'll eat a couple, so where I'm from, we have a particular type of cake that is unique to my city. So it's called the gooey butter cake. All right, so I'm gonna eat that. I have two of them. I have the traditional, and I have, I think, triple chocolate flavor. Triple chocolate is my favorite. So yeah, I'm gonna eat those for you while I just talk about random things. Normally I can only eat one, but the reason I got two is because I wanted to show y'all the original and show y'all my favorite. So I'm gonna force myself to eat both of them. I also have a chocolate covered banana latte right here, which I'm disappointed with because this is normally my favorite latte. But so I bought this from a coffee place down the street named Blondie's, and normally this is like one of the best things in the world, but the girl that made it this time, it was the first time she made it for me, and she did a horrible job. So next time I'm going to avoid her. It just tastes like a regular mocha latte, which is not bad, but chocolate covered banana mocha latte is way better than this. So anyway, now the gooey butter cakes are in here. I can smell them. I bought these from another coffee shop named Park Avenue Coffee, and that's my favorite coffee shop in St. Louis. But the reason I got this mocha from Blondie's is because the Park Avenue near my house closes on the weekends, so I brought this home in my book bag and I walked to get that coffee from Blondie's. Anyway, I got this from Park Avenue Coffee. Both cakes are in here. So I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna try not to make a noise. Hold on. And hopefully there will be no distractions. It's a beautiful day outside, and there were a bunch of motorcycles out there racing around, making a bunch of unnecessary noise. The smell just hit me. So, now these are a little bit messy. I'll show y'all how it looks. I don't know, I hope y'all can see this. The white stuff, if y'all can see it, is powdered sugar. I have a plate here and a fork. I always eat it with a fork. You can eat it with your hands if you want to, so if you don't mind getting your hands dirty. All right. Okay. Another thing, it's not a good idea to wear all black while eating this. Hey, sometimes you have to take one for the team. Actually, the one on who's falling apart. Okay. So that one, the one on top that y'all saw, that's the triple chocolate. So the one that's left in her is the traditional Hopefully y'all can see that. I'm gonna start with the traditional first. I'll put them both on this plate though. Yeah, they start falling apart. They're very crumbly. Okay. So, triple chocolate. Traditional. I'm going to start with the traditional. So, oh, y'all see this. Oh, y'all can see. There. It's really thin. I'll pick it up. See. It's hard to describe. So it's a dense cake, but it's crumbly. So try to pick it up, it will just fall apart. And what I like about Park Avenue coffee is that they make them fresh every day. So I don't know the history behind this. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it and try to describe it to y'all. It like, oh, so sweet. It's very smooth. In your mouth, it kind of like melts. It's similar to, the best way I can describe how it feels in your mouth is if you get like a couple of sugar cubes, okay? And I honestly didn't even know there was a such thing as sugar cubes until I flew over to Turkey back in 2006. I saw sugar cubes for the first time. But anyway, if you put sugar cubes in your mouth and just let them fall apart, that's how this feels. So, bite number 2. Man, if you come to St. Louis, you have to try this. They have other flavors too. I think they have like red velvet. Which I'll never try because I hate red velvet everything. They have turtle. Okay. And if you don't know what turtle candy is, turtle candy is just, it's caramel and pecans covered in chocolate. Yeah, it's like kind of nuggets. They're about this big. So they have that in the form of a gooey butter cake. Another thing I like about these is that I can eat these without getting sick. Well, but I usually only eat one. So I think this is the first time I'm gonna eat 2 in a row. I doubt I'll get sick though. Oh, by the way, that mocha latte. It tastes even worse now since I just finished taking bites of this. But the mocha latte, I get it with oat milk. Okay, not regular milk. Oat milk. I'm sure it tastes better with regular milk, but my body can't handle regular milk. Man, this sucks. I'm getting full already, and I didn't even. This is the first thing I've had to eat all day. When I was a child, I would draw a lot of pictures. And I was really good back then. But I didn't even know I could draw. But I think I was 9 years old. I think I was 9. And I was the school I went to when I was a kid, it was rough. That's all I'm gonna say. But this whole setup was strange. Anyway, I was in one of my teacher's classes, and his name was Daryl. Okay, and he was one of my favorite teachers. And he would always draw pictures. And one time, our class assignment for the whole day, because in that particular semester, we stayed in his classroom for the entire day. Our assignment was to draw a picture. So what he did is he drew a picture of Batman. He drew a picture of Batman, and he made copies of that picture. And it was a beautiful picture. He made copies and gave them all to us. He also taped the original to the chalkboard. He said, I want y'all to draw this. So we all started drawing, and I drew it, and mine looked exactly like his. And I looked at it, I was like, whoa, I didn't know I could do that. So he was impressed. I showed my mother, she was impressed. And so my mother, she said, I'm gonna show my mother was a school nurse for an elementary school. So she showed some of her co-workers at the school, and one of the teachers made copies of the Batman I drew and gave it to her kids so they can color that Batman. I think it was an art teacher or something. The teacher at my mother's school, she bought this really big art kit. And at that time, I didn't know there was a such thing as an art kit. But she bought this big art kit and gave it to my mother and said, hey, give this to your son. This is a gift to him for drawing that beautiful picture. So my brother brought that to me, and I was so happy. I had never seen anything like that before. And I don't remember everything it had in it because it was so long ago. How was that? So I was 9, so I was, I think 1991. So, no, not 90. Was it 91? 92. It was 1992. Yeah. So I turned 10 later that year. So, but that art kit, I remember how it had little tubes of paint in it, different color paint in those tubes. It had like the watercolor paint. I hate watercolor, but it had those in her. What else? Oh man, I think it had some coloring pencils, an eraser. I don't know, it was just a lot of things. So I got that art kit and I just started drawing a whole bunch of things. I tried painting. I could never get painting. Those tubes of paint, they were nice. Still, I was never good at painting, so I stopped that. I did draw. I kept drawing, and then a couple of months later, the teacher, Brother Durrell, he drew a picture of Tigger. So Tigger is a character from a cartoon years ago called Winnie the Pooh. Okay, and Winnie the Pooh is a cartoon about a bear that's always trying to steal honey from honeybees. But Tigger was a tiger. So Tigger the tiger. So a teacher drew a picture of Tigger. And he made all of us draw it. And he said whoever does the best job, they'll get this picture from me as a gift. And I was like, I want that picture. So I drew it. And I got it done. Yep. And it was just exactly like his, except he colored his. I didn't have that opportunity. I just drew. So he gave me that picture and brought it home, and I showed my mother. I said, hey mama, look at this. Brother Joe gave me this because we had a drawing contest, and I showed her my picture too. And I think she was happier to see my picture, but I was happier to have the picture that my teacher had drawn. So I had that picture of Tigger that my teacher drew. When I brought it home, after I showed my mother, I got a piece of tape and I taped it to my closet door. I shared a room with my brother when we were kids. We had a really small house, and they had 2 small closets, so There's a closet on the left, closet on the right. So I have the closet on the left. So I taped my picture to that, well, to the sliding door of that closet. That picture stayed on that closet door for years. I don't know what happened to it. I know I took it down for something. And a lot of things, I think my mother threw it away by accident. She threw a lot of stuff that my brother and I had away. I hate that. Yeah. And we had another contest too. And again, I won, and my teacher gave me whatever that picture was. I forgot what it was though. So I stopped going to that school in 1998. So in the spring of 1998, that was my last time going there. Yes, no, 97. It was spring of 97, I'm sorry. And that was it. So years later, I think it was 2019, either 2018 or 19, I don't remember. But I was with my mother at some store. We were at Target. And then my mother, she said, "Hey Luke, there's Brother Durrell." I'm like, huh? It's Brother Durrell? And I looked over, it was him. It was him. I hadn't seen that guy in over 20 years. And here's the crazy part. He looked the same. He didn't age at all. He looked the same. And I also happened to see him. I gave him a big old hug. And the first thing he asked me, he said, "Hey, are you still drawing?" I said, no. Yeah, because I just started focusing more on music. I started writing music and playing music. But I was just happy to see him, and I was happy that he remembered that I loved to draw back then. Yeah, but and I should have told him, because he was my inspiration. He was my inspiration to draw. Yeah. So the reason I'm saying that, the reason I said all that is because I started drawing again recently, like at the beginning of August, either the beginning of August or the end of July. And it's nice. I'm not as good as I used to be because it's been so many years. I stopped drawing when I graduated high school in the year 2000. Yeah, so I started back up after 22 years. I'm a lot slower now. A picture back then that I could have drawn in one day, right now it's taking me 6 days. But I'm getting there. I have a friend from Poland, the country of Poland. I've never been there. But her name is Kester. So she's the one who, I guess, encouraged me to start drawing again. So I started again, and it's nice because it really helps to soothe my mind, because I need that. Yeah, so now I draw every day except for the weekends. So I skip Saturdays and Sundays. And I draw Monday through Friday. I just finished the traditional gooey butter cake. Very disappointed with this. I want to let y'all see me make the first incision with this. Here, I'll scoot it back. Oh, it's so loud. Okay, I think that's good enough. I hope y'all can see this. So that's a very it's like a fudgy, cocoa-y flavor with the same texture as the regular one. But this one is my favorite gooey butter cake. So if you do come to St. Louis and you can only afford one slice, you can get this one. But if you can afford two, get traditional and triple chocolate. So far, triple chocolate flavor, the only place I've seen it is Park Avenue Coffee. Most places that sell gooey butter cake only have the traditional flavor. Man. I'm gonna have to take a break. This is kind of rich. I'm not used to eating this much. I remember when I first made this channel, I kept saying, I'm never gonna make eating videos because I hate watching eating videos and I hate listening to those eating videos. Around making eating videos. I think what I didn't like about it, what I still don't like about those videos is that the people that do them, they're not doing them naturally. Okay, because one time, it was back when I was still going to college years ago. I was in some math class, I forgot what class it was. But there was a girl, she sat next to me, and she started eating a sandwich. And the teacher, he didn't want us eating in there. He said we could drink, but we couldn't eat. So the girl, she was hiding the sandwich somewhere while she was eating it. And I didn't say anything because I didn't care. But when she was eating it, like the way she chewed it, oh my God, it started triggering my ASMR. Like, it was so nice. It was. So the teacher was up there talking. This girl was right of me, eating whatever sandwich she was eating. But I heard that sound, so I couldn't move my seat, so I started positioning myself like a few millimeters to the right every couple of minutes so I can get a closer sound. And she didn't notice, which is good. So yeah, I wasn't, at that point, I wasn't even paying attention to the teacher. I was just having my ASMR trigger. I was enjoying it. I was feeling all those tingles running through my body. And it was nice. It's a little embarrassing too when you be out there in the public and you start feeling tingles. I mean, it's difficult to hide. What's even worse is when you're in a meeting at work and the speaker is super boring, but in a way that relaxes you. So you don't feel tingles, but you feel that just drowsiness. So it'll be there, and then you start falling asleep. I did that in jury duty too in 2017. I was on jury duty for 4 weeks. And some of those lawyers are just super dull. So they'll be up there talking. And I'll be snoring. There's a lady next to me, she would like nudge me in the shoulder. Yeah. This is too much. It's too much for me, but I'm just doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for science. Yes. Man. I might not be able to finish this. I'll eat a little bit more, but it's too much. But it's good, though. It tastes good. about a month ago. No, it was 5 weeks ago. I think it was 5 weeks ago. But I was babysitting my niece. Okay. She's 8 years old. I was babysitting her. And she likes coming to my neighborhood because there's a little playground that we can go to, and there's a lot of things within walking distance, which is different from where she lives. Where she lives, nothing is within walking distance. You need to have a car. So no public transportation, no trails that you can walk on. You just have to have a car or a motorcycle or something. So she likes coming over here so we can go for walks. So we went for a walk and we went to the park in my area. It's a very, very small park. It's embarrassingly small, but it's still beautiful. And she enjoyed it. So we were walking back home. And I remember that one of my best friends, he lives in Serbia. The first time I went there in 2000, I forgot what year I went there. Maybe 2017, I don't remember. But he asked me to buy him a St. Louis flag because he collects flags, which is cool. I didn't know people collected flags. I was like, yeah, I'll buy you one. I came back, I looked all over the place. Couldn't find one. So, a few weeks ago, when my niece was with me, and we went to the park, and we were coming back home. There's a blues museum, and I'm not talking about the St. Louis hockey team called the Blues. No, I'm talking about an actual blues museum that focuses on the style of music called blues. So I had never gone there. So I was with her and we were free, and I said, hey, let's go in here. I just want to see if they have any flags, St. Louis flags. So I went in there, and the lady that worked there, she said, yeah, there were 2 places that actually made St. Louis flags. But both of those places shut down because of the pandemic. I was like, dang. So I just looked in the wrong places. So places did exist, but not anymore. And I'm talking about little flags about this small, not big old flags. So while I was talking to the lady, my niece, she was to the right side of me, and there was a bucket that was full of harmonicas, and she was staring at them. I looked at her. I said, oh, you want a harmonica? She nodded her head. So I said, hey, you can get one. And then so I had the bucket full of them. And then there were like 3 of them like right in front. Those just for display purposes only. And my niece, she said her favorite color is blue. I didn't know that. She said, I want the blue one, but they don't have any. And then the lady said, well, you can take the display one. So, and that was the very last one they had, very last blue one they had. So my niece was happy. So I bought it for her. And she immediately started playing, and I said, you need to wait until you get outside, because that thing was loud. So you're not going to be making all that noise in the museum. So, I thanked the lady and we went outside, and my niece, she played that harmonica for like 2 hours straight. So she was still playing it after we got back home. So my sister came back to pick her up. So we got downstairs so I can, give my niece back to my sister. And my niece said, hey mama, look what Uncle Luke got me. And she started playing the harmonica. My sister had such a strong look of disgust on her face. It's not that she didn't want her niece her daughter to play harmonica. She just knew that harmonica was going to be played for hours and hours and hours. So I just laughed. I'm not gonna finish that. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful day outside. I wish y'all could see how it is out there, but it is beautiful. So after I finish this, I'm gonna try to contact a couple of guys I know that ride motorcycles and see if I can ride with them. One of them, he has a Harley Davidson. I forgot the name. Anyway, some kind of, it's like a sport cruiser. Dyna Super Glide. That's it. Harley Davidson Dyna Super Glide. Looks nice. It's attractive. It's not something I'll buy, but it is a beautiful bike. I like how it sounds. The other guy, I started a ride with him a couple of years ago. Almost a couple of years ago. And he had a Ducati 899 Panigale. Beautiful bike, but he sold it. And then he had a BMW S1000RR. Sold that. So now, supposedly he just bought a Yamaha R1. I think 2019. So I haven't seen, well, he showed me a picture, but I haven't seen it in person, so I'll contact him, and if he's available, I'll be able to see his bike and hear that sexy engine sound close up, and I'll be able to ride it so I can know how it feels to ride a Yamaha R1 with that inline 4 cross plane crank. Anyway, I'll go now. I hope y'all enjoy this, and I'm impressed that there weren't any crazy distractions. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that my camera is still recording. I see that red flashing light, so that's good. So yeah, I will go, and y'all be happy and take care of yourselves, okay? And always remember, Godspeed on the devil's thunder.